Hi guys, today I will be analyzing 4 stocks. I received a request in order to analyze the possible evolution for the pricing of Oasis Petroleum, Calleum Petroleum, Continental Resource, and California Resource. So let's start and let's check it out with the Siesto A bands, what we can forecast for these 4 stocks. As we all know, the parameter has to change in order to reflect the historical volatility. So what we see here is the Continental Resources. We have a parameter set up at 7, and as you can see, once the price hit the band, it seems actually quite powerful in terms of understanding where the price might reverse. Okay, so here we have the same in March the 9th. The stock hit the low around 6.8 US dollar to then hit a peak around here. As you can see here, the price almost hit the upper band, which was an extremely powerful signal for a downtrend, for a possible downtrend, in order to trigger a short, okay, from here. So what about the next levels? Actually, I will not enter long on these stocks until it hit actually this area where the lower band passes, so around 9.59 US dollar, and as we can see here, we see a triangle. So only the breakup above this triangle can actually give the possibility to hit new highs around the X support around $26. So but here we have this area where the upper band is passing around 24-25 US dollars. So as you can see here, the derivative of the band of the Siesto band is positive, yet I will not trigger any long at this time, since actually the long-term trend is quite negative. So let's go, this was Continental Resources, so now let's see Oasis Petroleum, and let's see what our Siesto A bands can forecast. Okay, here we have Oasis Petroleum. I guess we should change the parameter, so the variable, okay, because as you can see here is too big, so we can downgrade to 1, and let's see what we can retrieve from the analysis of the bands. Okay, so let's give the time to the software in order to okay, perfect. Now what we see here, we can zoom in. As we can see here as well, we have a long-term trend very negative. So this stock should be traded more on the downside rather than on the upper side. Okay, and again, even in this case, the band seems to be very predictive. Okay, once we see the price hitting or almost closing nearby the upper band around 3.67, we see a huge movement downwards till this area, okay, where we see a low around 0.29, very close to the band. Now the band are oriented positively. Again, here another sign. Once we have seen the volatility hitting the upper band, we've seen a retracement from there. Okay, so this actually is a stock where you don't want to get any long unless it hits the lower band. So in this case, the lower band passes around 0. So this is the ultimate support. So and it seems actually the price is going to hit the support around 0.20, around 0. So actually, again, it's a company that is a stock that you should trade more on the downside rather than on the upper side. Okay, now let's check California Resources. So guys, meanwhile the software will change the parameter. If you want to have any kind of analysis one-to-one, any kind of training, or you want to have a detailed analysis, you can reach me out via YouTube or via the Facebook page at New Trading Academy. The Facebook page is Financial Trading Academy. So what we see here again, as you can see here, the bands are quite predictive. We can a little bit change the parameter to 2 in order to have actually the bands more responsive to the historical volatility. Exactly in this way, as we can see, we can include all the movement. Okay, and here it's quite powerful, because as we can see here, around 0.60 US dollar, the price hit the upper band, and then we've seen a huge movement downwards till here again. And as we can see here, the bands are oriented downwards. Again, the price hit in the upper band twice. Those two were perfect, actually, signals to trigger a short. And here we have the low around, again, the price hit the lower band around 0.94. From here we've seen a big movement up. So now actually the price is moving in no one length, and as you can see here, we are far from the two bands, from the lower and from the upper, yet the band are slightly oriented downwards. So even in this case, I will not trade until I see actually this stock seems to be doomed to zero actually, while we have a very strong support around 1. So around 1 maybe, or around 0.84, so where we have seen here a fake breakout on the downside. Here we have a very strong resistance around 3.32, so I will go long only above this area, so only above 3.50 US dollar. Okay guys, for today is everything, and please follow me up, and thank you. So